Hello, Noah.
We are finally together. We're in a beautiful house that a friend let us use, right?
Right.
Because we wanted to record this podcast on video as well. And we are finally together. We spoke so many times before. I am so excited to have you here. We're going to talk about nonviolent communication and dedicate this podcast episode to that. So hi, everyone. Welcome to Moving Forward with the I-CCI, the podcast of the International Coaching and Counseling Institute. I am Noah Broom.
I'm Hanna Rotenshtraich.
And we're going to talk about how to talk in a more compassionate way to reduce conflicts at home. But first of all, Hannah, before you became a coach that is working with compassionate communication, what did you do before, or how did you come to coaching? What did you think about coaching before you became a coach?
Okay, so let's start about my background. I'm a software engineer from my first education. Yeah, I was a software developer until 2 years ago that I worked for the Dutch police. And my last role was a user experience designer. And my team chef, he said, Hanna, I think, is there something else that you like? Because they noticed that there is something about me. He noticed that. And I noticed myself that I'm actually not enjoying the role that I worked in. And I'm not enjoying this software engineering world. It felt like dying from the inside. Dying because I'm trying to put out a fire that is alive within me. And I didn't know how. I was afraid. I was afraid of losing my work. I was afraid of losing my stability, afraid of losing this respectful job.
So when he said that to you, what did you do? How did you make the shift?
Well, during my work, I didn't put out this fire totally. In 2020, I started learning about nonviolent communication. I took classes, endless classes.
How did you come to that?
It started when my daughter was 2 years old. And I came downstairs to the living room, and I saw her sitting in the living room on the floor between all kinds and shapes of toys and colors. And I saw the sun shining through the window on her and on the toys, and it was quiet inside. It was such a sweet picture, but inside I didn't enjoy this picture at all. I felt frustration, and from frustration, irritation and anger. And I was at the point where I actually wanted to shout on her. I felt the anger was just above. And then I held myself. I was like, why am I angry on a 2-year-old? Why do I want to shout on the 2-year-old? She is only 2 years in this world. And it wasn't clear for me. That was the moment where I understood that I don't understand myself. And I struggling for so long about understanding, why am I angry? Why do I feel what I feel? Where does it come from?
So is anger something that you recognize in yourself that's happening a lot, or?
Well, I experienced it. Actually, no, it was the first time that I felt actual anger, and I was like, "But on a 2-year-old?"
Yeah,
I was so triggered. It amazed me.
So that it's like a real inner conflict. I love this girl, but I'm so frustrated, angry, and I'm about to shout, but you managed to stop yourself.
Yes, definitely.
So from this to NVC, how did the shift happen?
Yeah, so what happened on that day that while she was sleeping, I opened magazine. In the time, it was called Kind magazine. It's a magazine for aware parents. Parents that have awareness of educating their children and in all kinds of regards. Food, right? nutrition, and also education. And there I saw an advertisement about a book. And the book was Montessori for toddlers from the age of 0 to 4. And she said that in that book, she offers solutions in how to offer toys to children from 0 to 4. I thought, this is what I need, because I need some organizing here in this home, and I'm so sick and tired of organizing these toys every day. I was so tired of it. That was the reason, basically, of my anger. And once I got the book, and I was so excited, I opened it, and I saw all kinds of these pictures and advices how to do it. And at the end of the book, there were two lists. One list of feelings in all kinds of shapes and colors, names, a language that I didn't even know.
The language of feelings.
The language of feelings. I didn't know that I can speak like that, or I didn't even know, like overwhelmed, and that there are also levels of anger, irritation, frustration, anger, you name it.
So you are describing vocabulary and then a new language for you.
Right.
Like that you can talk in this language. You can express, or one can express themselves using those words.
Yes. Yeah. And the other page were needs. Universal needs. I didn't know that there are needs. I didn't know that a need to be seen or understood or to be heard even exist.
Yes.
Or the need to be loved, and that I can actually say it.
Yes. Or the need to be playful, or the need to give, or
to contribute.
Yes.
Yeah.
So again, another language within the language.
Yeah. And I thought, how can I going to memorize all of that? How can I cannot learn it? It's so many words. How can I learn it? And there she told about Joram Mosinzon. Joram Mosinzon is the founder of Nonviolent Communication in the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands, yeah.
And I thought, I'm going to register myself to a basic course of nonviolent communication, because I would love to talk like that, instead of blaming, instead of shouting, instead of demanding. I want to have this language that people can understand me, where they actually willing to listen to me. That's the language that I want to learn, to embed.
So come on, I think this is a perfect time to talk about what is NVC, what's all about it. We know that the founder of it was Marshall Rosenberg, and I'll let you talk.
Yes, Dr. Marshall Rosenberg, in the year of 1960. He developed this method of nonviolent communication, and this method is based on the 4 elements. The first element is the observation. What you see, it's a fact. It's something that a camera or a recording audio, you cannot change it. A fact is a fact. The second,
so what is happening?
What is happening? What is actually happening? Yeah, a fact. And the second element are feelings. Yeah, the
feelings you talked about.
Yes. The third element are needs, the universal needs like to be loved, to be understood, to be seen. And the last element is the request. A request where you actually name all the 3 steps, and then you come up with a request. So if a mother comes home, right, and she sees, she opens the door and she sees the filthy socks of her son lying there, right? And his football bag, and also all kinds of little mud.
Yes.
Right? Mud from the shoes. And she was like, oh, and she feels the anger, boiling and comes up there. She can say it in one way, like, I asked you for 1,000 of millions of times. Take all of your shit and put them in the washing machine. Don't leave them in the front. And there is also another way. Another
I
way.
can so much recognize it.
Yeah.
With us, it's rugby, but it's the same
A rugby.
problem.
Yeah. So there is also another way. A way that, because what does the mother needs? The mother, she has a need to, when she comes home, to still be in a relaxed mode, right? To have ease. She needs cooperation, that somebody else also cares about the order at home, the hygiene at home, and also to respect that she is not the only one that needs to clean up the house.
Yeah.
Or to clean up after her own stuff or the stuff of other people. So how does the mother can bring it up to her son? So she opened the door of the living room and she sees her son. He's watching TV with his legs on the coffee table.
Of course.
Yeah. And, she can shout, right? What I just did. Or she can basically come and sit next to him. And ask him, I would like to talk to you. And also put the TV out, right? Because I need your attention.
Yeah.
And I would like that you will understand me. I would love that you will understand me. And I need your listening.
So to create this environment of being 100% present at the moment.
Yes. Yeah. Presence is the key. Very much the key, the presence and the attention to the situation and to yourself. If the mother has it clear what she needs and what she feels, because if it's not clear for her, then you better take a moment. The mother should better take a moment to have it first clear for herself. What does she feels? What is the trigger? And what does she needs? And what would you like to ask?
So let's do that. Like, you are now that mother. You asked him to switch off the TV, to be in full attention to what you're going to say. And let's say you've done the work and you're going to talk to him now. What will it sound like?
When I came home, I noticed that I saw, again, your football stuff on the floor, and also I saw the mud. I felt frustrated and angry because I need your cooperation. I need rest and ease when I come home. And I would like to ask you, this is something that happens quite often, right? And this is why why I feel this frustration. Is there a reason why you don't do it yourself? Or did something happen today, right? That's one sort of a question, because it is possible that this kid experiences something in this football classes. Maybe his trainer tells him, you're doing it all wrong. And he comes there every time with this thought that I'm not good enough and I'm going to do my best, but I'm still not good enough. And then he comes home with, this frustration, and he doesn't feel like doing anything about his bag. So it has nothing to do with the mother.
Yeah.
It's not like he doesn't respect her, or he doesn't see her, or he doesn't want to cooperate with her.
And can I suggest something else?
Yes, of course.
It could be that he wants her to tell him something, but because he wants a conversation around football, and he just left it there because he knows it will annoy her.
When you say that, I noticed a sensation in my face and my shoulders. I got goosebumps. Yeah, because it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful need. The need of connection with the mother. I even have tears.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
And then she needs to make a request, you're saying.
Well, then the conversation goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
And the conversation has a shift in the focus, which is fantastic. Because when there is a shift in the focus, the healing starts. Then the mother is not angry anymore. She's totally with her ears to her son. What is angry about? Just, these mud, it means nothing to me. I just want to know, how is it with my kid?
Yeah.
But I also want to care for my boundaries, right? So how do you communicate without losing your yourself without losing your boundaries. And I'm pretty sure that after being in total empathy with the son, he will offer himself, that he will say, Mom, next time I'm gonna take all of my stuff and put it in the washing machine. I'm gonna clean my shoes and take all of the stuff away. I'm pretty sure he will do that. And if not, if he will not offer that, then the mother can say, I would like you to take your stuff and do that, okay? And I'm gonna make dinner. How does that sound? And I will be happy if you will cooperate with me, because it's so important for me. For me, it fulfills that you actually see me and respect also that I'm here. And I don't want to clean. I'm not a cleaning lady. I don't want to clean every day, right?
Yeah, I want to be with you. I want to do something for you. I want to cook for you. I want us to sit together and have dinner together.
And instead of starting with that, I need to, I see the stuff that I don't like seeing, and I'm starting to take them away. Right.
So tell me, how do you teach it? Because you're training in NVC, how do you teach it to people? Can people learn to talk in that NVC language?
Yeah. So the way that I teach it is that people observe, how do I behave? They observe, how do I speak? It starts from there. So when they come to me, if it's for coaching, let's start with the coaching part. I have a couple that I coach, and they all want to share something. They want to share a story. And everybody gets their own turn. And they listen to each other. And I listen to them. And I ask them, did you feel that? Or did you feel anger? Did you feel fear? Because you were thinking, right? So how does the thought come into all of these four elements? Because that's also a very important part. Because when you observe something, it's an observation. It's different than an interpretation. Yeah. The interpretation is what we think. So when you see a beautiful woman, it's also a judgment. What is beautiful?
Yeah.
Beautiful is in the eyes of the
person who looks.
Right. And these are thoughts. And thoughts are opinions, right?
Yeah.
And opinions are judgments. Beautiful is a judgment. Wrong is a judgment. Good, bad is all judgment. It has nothing to do with the reality. These are all judgments that we built along the way.
Yeah.
Things that we heard from our parents, from our grandparents. So these are thoughts that I was talking about. And on the hand of and behind every thought, behind every judgment, as Dr. Marshall Rosenberg said, every judgment is a tragic expression of a pure need. So if you realize that when I'm thinking, he doesn't care for me, which need is hiding behind that judgment?
Or which need is not met?
Which need is not met, right? Or sometimes it is met. So the need for care, the need to be seen, the need to be understood. Or when you tell somebody, you don't listen to me. It's so simple. I have the need to be listened to. And also to be understood and seen. Yeah.
So are you teaching people to be able to talk about what they have observed from the most neutral way possible, without what you're saying now, the thoughts and the judgment, but just what do I see? And then
all of them, all of the steps. So I first, we because people attend, they're not used to think like that, right? Oh, so I need to break those moments into the observation, into the thoughts, into the feelings, into the needs, into the request. This is not how we are built in the communication. Nobody communicated with us like that as children. Our parents, no, at school, it doesn't exist. It's a awareness that this is the awareness that I teach them. So when they observe something, I ask them, what did you think in that moment? Which thought came up? And then they tell what they think, and then they start, I felt it's not professional. Okay, so what is the feeling? Because not a professional is a judgment.
Not a feeling, yeah.
Is a judgment,
Yes.
right? And this is such a surprise for people. I hear it so often.
Yes.
That a thought is just, it's not a feeling. The feeling, I felt insecure. I felt insecure because I have the need of trust of my own ability to give a lesson, to give a class, to give a coaching session.
Or whatever we do in life.
Or whatever we do. Right. This is what I teach them. Yeah.
And then after the feelings, when they know to name the feelings, which you're teaching them, what are the feelings rather than observation and judgment, right? Like just to say to somebody, this is not professional. It's not a feeling. I feel it's not professional. It's not a feeling. But like you're saying, let's say I feel frustrated or feel mistrust or whatever.
Yeah.
After expressing their feelings,
it is important that you mention, what do you need?
Okay. Take
right?
us through that.
Yeah. So this is also a new language for them. What? Am I allowed to say what I need? Is that valid? Are my feelings valid? What I'm, the couple, the woman, she said, because I think that my feelings are invalid. It has nothing to do with the situation. And to realize that it has everything to do with the situation, because this is what she feels in that moment. This is what is alive within her. So once realizing that and settling that down, I go into the thoughts. And in the thoughts, that's where the transformation starts. Because the thoughts are the ones that have control on our feelings. Nobody has the control of our feelings. So if somebody said, you give me the feeling.
Yes.
You give me the feeling that I'm angry.
Yes.
Because of you, I'm angry.
Or this one. I love this one. Listen to this.
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel that way.
Oh. That is like an invalidation of who you are from the inside. You're not allowed to exist.
Yeah.
That's basically it. And that's so painful. That's such a shutting down. That's really like dying from the inside. This is what I call it.
Yeah, it is. And I always say to my clients, when we are talking about feelings, and I'm teaching my coaches to do that with their clients, nobody can argue with you about your feelings. If this is what you feel, nobody can say, no, you don't feel like that. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And this is why it's so important that we learn to talk in the language of feelings, and we start to express them. First of all, to understand for ourselves, what do we feel, even where, including sensations of the body, etc., and to know to express them. But you're bringing us to the next step, which is needs. What do I need now? What is missing now? Or why do I behave in a certain way? Because I need something. And you're talking about universal needs, which is also very important to understand, because we sometimes think that we are spoiled or we want something that's too much. No, it's not. And Dr. Rosenberg put it very nicely in all his writings and explanations and trainings, but also he made a list of the needs that we all have. And it's a long list.
Yes.
It's a few dozens of needs there, that if we know how to express what it is that we need, we take every conversation further rather than creating more and more conflicts. Like you did with that example of the mother. let's move to request, and then I would like us to maybe give a few more examples that, I will give you a situation and you will show me the two ways that we can do it, let's call it regular way and the NVC way.
Yeah.
So what is the request? How do we formulate the request? Because we said, we explained the observation. We said, how do we feel when this is happening or when we see this? Then we are moving to my needs. And then what is the request? Because this is something that's I really need to understand.
Yeah, I understand you very much, because the request can be very tricky. How can I ask something? Am I allowed to ask something? Oh my God. So having a request is very important because it makes it concrete. In order to fulfill your need, it is very important that you will have a request, because if you stop in the needs, it's still not clear. What do you want from me? Okay, so you feel angry and you have the need of respect and understanding, but what do you want from me? Yeah. For instance, I want you to stop doing that. This noise is annoying me. I need some rest. I would like some peace and quiet. Would you like to do this noise somewhere else where I can't hear it? Right? So not in this environment.
So is it also offering a solution?
I'm very happy that you said it, because it has to do with parenting as well, right?
Yes.
Instead of telling the child no, stop what you're doing.
Yes.
You're offering him a different way where they can express themselves, right? Because if a kid wants to jump or wants to play, so instead of jumping on a couch, there is a trampoline in the backyard. Would you like to jump there? And if you want to jump, you can jump on the floor, right?
Instead of destroying our new sofa.
Because the child, he has the need of physical movement.
Yes.
And he's happy. And he wants to express that happiness. It's something that is alive within this child. So why stopping this aliveness? This is where it starts.
So as a parent, and I'm wondering if it's also going to work, let's say, in other situations, let's say work situation or anything like that. But let's concentrate on parents, because you mostly work with parents or with communication within the home. It's not just the request, but as a parent, are you saying that we also have a responsibility to offer the child an alternative?
Yeah, because this is where you give your boundaries.
Okay.
You give your boundaries and you are present, and this is where your attention, not only to your child, but also to yourself, comes up.
I love it.
Yeah.
So what is important to me?
Yeah.
Let's say, let's take this example of the sofa, that you are...
I would like to watch TV.
Yeah.
I want to watch TV. I don't want my kid to jump next to me.
Or I don't want you to destroy the sofa, but I still know that you need to jump because I want you to enjoy and do something with this boost of energy that you have at the moment.
Yeah.
How about you do it there?
Yeah.
Yes? Or how about we go to the park now for half an hour, we come back. Will that be good? So as a parent, you have a responsibility to teach the child not only the language of NVC, but also to think about solutions that will be better for, I would love to say everyone, but the people involved.
Yeah. So while you were thinking, while you were talking, I was thinking, and I was also listening to myself.
Yeah.
And I thought about several situations, because when a parent sits on a sofa and watches TV, and he says, I feel tired, it's very important that, to express to the child, I feel so much I feel very tired. I would like to rest. And I see that you want to jump. Maybe you have the need not only for a physical movement, but also for attention from me. How about we do something like that? I'm going to watch TV for half an hour, just lie down on the sofa. Or maybe you want to watch together with me TV, something, so that I can just sit and rest for half an hour. And then after that, we can go outside to the park, right? Or maybe cook together.
Yeah.
or you can decide, right? So, but if you really, really want to jump, I would love that you will go outside to the trampoline and then come back and just give me this half an hour.
I'm going to give you another situation.
Yeah.
You cooked dinner.
Yeah.
You're calling the child to come down, and they are playing Nintendo, whatever they play nowadays. They are on the computer.
Yeah. I will tell you, this is something that is about me. I don't like calling from downstairs. I don't like it.
What do you do?
I go upstairs and I want to see what the child is doing. It's my presence and it's the attention that I give to myself and also to the child. Why? Because I want to prevent me shouting. Okay. It costs me energy.
Yes.
I want to prevent, I already know how it's going to be. They're not going to come. And I'm going to ask for, several times?
Oh, definitely. Several times.
Yeah, I don't want it.
So what you're saying is, look,
I'm predicting the future.
Yes. And you are preventing a behavior that for you, and I think for many others, is violence. I mean, when we say violence, we always think about something horrific. But no, it's those little things. Shouting, raising my voice, is an act of violence.
Yeah.
So even if I'm shouting, I'm downstairs and I'm shouting to the first floor, come down to eat dinner. You're used, right?
Yeah.
You used your voice to create what you did with your body now. Like,
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
mommy's shouting.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yes.
Right.
So you're preventing it, but going upstairs 14 steps, knocking on the door and say, dinner will be ready in 5 minutes. I would like you to come and have dinner with me.
Yeah. Or why won't you just finish what you're doing now and come with me downstairs? Because it's not going to happen if I'm going to leave the room. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that they are finished with what they're doing. Let's go downstairs together. And it's also a moment of connection. So when parents are, I'm going also to a different subject. When parents are saying, I don't have time this one-on-one with my child. This is where it starts.
Yes.
This one-on-one. And maybe the child is drawing something. Mom, come, look at what am I doing? Because this is what my daughter does in her room. She sits and drawing. Look, mommy, and then I can look and appreciate what she's doing and have this moment. Right? And if she wants to continue, let's continue, tomorrow or maybe after dinner if you would like. But tomorrow is another day.
Yes.
Yeah. But what is important for me to say, that predicting the future, you know yourself. Mm. You know how are you going to react. If you're going to shout for 5 times, if you're going to shout from downstairs, you know that it's going to be like 5 more times, and maybe you will raise your voice for the 3rd time. And you also know that if you will go upstairs and say, well, in 5 minutes dinner is ready, and closing the door and going downstairs, it's like a waste of effort because they're not going to come downstairs. You're going to have to do it again. It's a waste of energy.
Yes.
So it's also a matter of authority and believe in positioning yourself as a parent.
Yeah.
This is your role. Yeah. So which role do you want to do? A friend role or a parent role? Which role are you choosing?
So I'm going to give you one last situation. Yeah. Your child has they've come home and they are very upset. You can see it. You sense it. What you didn't know, because they didn't tell you, but you get an email from school that evening, is that they really misbehaved in school today, and they got punished for that. They had to stay behind or whatever. A big thing, and you're going to be called to school later that week.
So you're asking me, what do I do?
You're the mother.
Yeah.
How do you use NVC to deal with this situation?
Yeah. So first of all, if I have the space to look at my child, first of all, I do a self-check. Do I have the space to talk about anything? Because maybe I'm tired myself and I don't feel like it. And maybe I'm hungry. And maybe after dinner I want to do it. Right?
So it's that taking a moment to scan how I feel and what do I need.
Right.
Which basically, this is what we said. But look how easy it can become if you just stop for a second, right?
Yeah, this inner scan, what you just said, self-scan, to slow down. I said, how is it with me? Wait a second, I see something, but do I have the space to actually start talking about? Because now I'm actually so hungry.
Yeah. So
and I want to eat first before I have any conversation with anybody.
So do I have the capacity to deal with it now?
Yeah, the capacity, capacity, the space, or if I'm hungry, if I'm tired, because these are the moments, these are the feelings that when we are not fulfilling those needs, the need of nutrition, the need of rest, we are disconnected from ourselves. And when we are disconnected from ourselves, the communication of disconnection starts.
Yes.
The conflict starts.
So it starts with taking a moment, with slowing down.
Yeah.
And only then the process that you're talking about how do I feel, what do I need, it has more effect.
Yeah. No, you ask yourself the simple question, do I feel like actually talking about it now? No, I actually don't. Okay.
And it's okay.
And it's okay. It's really okay, because the moment will come, because you care. You notice something, you actually care. But in this moment, it's just not suitable. That's the first step. Yeah. Caring for yourself.
Which we forget to do. Or, you know what, more than that, we are not taught to do. We think that when we give care, it needs to be all about the other person. First step is us. I'm going to use a sentence that I've used before, I think even on the podcast, when our cup is empty, and when you get an email like that from the school and you see that your child is clearly upset, you are empty. If you don't fill up that cup, you cannot pour out from an empty cup. And that's where conflicts begin, because you are drained.
Yeah.
When you're drained, you're left with, what do I do? And instead, stop for a moment. Maybe the moment needs to be a couple of hours, maybe more. Yeah. Fill up your cup with whatever it is, according to whatever you need. Maybe you need to talk to a friend now. Maybe you need to go for a run. Maybe you need to shout. What? Yeah? Not at your kid, but go to the forest and shout. Whatever you need is, and then deal with the situation. Yeah. So back to that child, you opened that email, you took the time, you ate, you had the rest, you even maybe talked to your partner about it. What's the next step?
Well, you choose what do you want to talk about. So if you see that your son has a certain facial expression, then you can ask him, are you disappointed? Do you feel disappointed? Or how was it school? Or you can say, I look at you and I see that you're disappointed, and I think that I know what it's about because I received actually an email from school, and I just wanted to tell you, I read it. I will share with you what I think and what I feel. I read it, but I'm actually curious about how do you feel? What happened, right? And everything is okay. Right,
so let them talk. Yeah. And again, if we as parents know how to ask them to talk about with the language of feelings, how do you feel about it? I got this email from school. I understand there was this, that, and that happened today. How do you feel about it?
This is actually, what am I giving is, I'm telling you, it's not an advice. It's the way that I would act. Yeah. Because for every person, it's different. Because I'm not God. I don't know what is good for you.
Yes.
I know what is good for me. And I'm just imagining this situation and I'm giving an example because maybe in real life I will say something else, right?
Yes.
But most importantly that I'm in connection with myself, that I'm not here in only my mind and my thoughts, that I feel what's inside of you. And ask your kid, how do you
How do
feel?
you feel?
Yeah. And do you have the space to talk, right?
And respect if they say no.
And if they say no, it's not no to me. You can still
Yes.
ask, is that a no because what happened at school? Yeah. Okay. You want to tell me what happened at school? No. Okay. Are you upset about it? Yeah. Okay. And then, the silence is also just feel. Just be there. Your presence is everything.
Especially for kids.
For everyone.
Yes.
We are also kids, but in a
Yes.
big form.
Yeah, it's a
An
human
adult.
need.
Yeah.
It is a human need.
Yeah.
So, and would you then ask, or when would you ask, if at all, the kid, what do you need? When will you do that?
We can also do a demo if you would like, because as I said, it's something that in the moment that I feel, right? So if it really depends.
Yes.
Yeah,
Should we
depends
do
on
a
the situation.
demo?
Yeah, let's do a demo.
Of what? Who do you want me to be?
So you're the kid.
I'm the kid.
Yeah, you come home from school, and
Yeah.
I'm the mother, of course, right? I'm the giraffe mother.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't talk about that, the
Yeah,
giraffe
we
and the
didn't.
jackal.
Because personally, this is what drove me away from NVC for many, many years. Like, well, what do I need those puppets for? And in a way, it's my own opinion. I saw enough people training and showing NVC without the puppets. I know why the puppets are there; they are great, but I can see now that it can be done without. So, for me, at the end of the day, is the result. Are we learning the NVC language through puppets or not? But I think the puppets, the giraffe and the jackal, they are representatives of something, according to Rosenberg, right? He used them to show something, to explain something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So briefly, what is the giraffe and what is the jackal?
Yeah, the giraffe is basically the longest animal with all the animals, right?
Yes.
And it has also the biggest heart from all the animals. And the giraffe has huge ears.
Yes.
So she can actually listen. She hears everything.
Yeah.
And she has also two sensors above her head.
Yes.
Because she knows, she sees what you feel and what you need. And this is why the giraffe, this is what I said when I'm the mother, I'm the one that I'm going to guess your feelings and needs.
Yeah.
As a giraffe. And the jackal is a representative of our judgment, of everything that is focused outside of us. It's you. You're the one. It's because of you. You don't listen. You're not good enough. Or you're telling yourself, I'm not good enough. I'm not allowed to exist. And the jackal is a small animal.
Is he the criticizing voice?
He's the criticizing voice,
okay,
right?
Then let's do that. And
Yeah.
I'm giving you a completely different situation.
Yeah.
New situation.
Yeah. Who are you?
I am a 14-year-old girl.
Okay. And who am I?
You are my mom.
Okay.
And you picked me up from school. I'm sitting, let's say, at the back of the car. I don't know if in every country 14 is the age that you can sit next to the pad. So I'm at the back of the car, and I'm not talking.
You're not talking. You
No.
came into the car and you're silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you ask me how was today,
I'm not
don't want to talk about it.
So the situation is that you get inside of the car.
Yes.
And I was already sitting in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So okay. I see that you're upset.
Great, you've seen it. Don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Yeah.
Great, you're a great mother. You've seen that I'm upset. Yeah, I'm upset. I don't want to talk about it.
Are you hungry?
Hungry? No, you know how much food you give me? 3 sandwiches. Nobody gets 3 sandwiches.
Oh. I'm so sorry. What did you do with the sandwiches?
I ate one.
Oh. So I'm so happy that you're telling me that, because I'm always worried that you don't get enough food for school. I'm so happy. From tomorrow, I'll just put one sandwich in
No,
your
it's
bag.
not about the sandwiches, Mom. It's not. You don't understand things. It's not about the sandwiches. I can decide how many sandwiches I eat.
Okay. You want to tell me what it is about?
Not really.
Hmm.
It's not really. I don't want to talk about it.
Are you sad?
Haha. Yeah. Of course I am.
You want me to stop the car so we can sit somewhere in the park?
No, get away out of the school. I don't want to see those people around here. Just drive, okay? Drive.
Okay. Yep. So let's drive home. Okay, darling. So we're driving home, and we came home. I didn't say anything to you. And yeah, we got home. I opened your door. You get
I'm
out.
running upstairs to my room, slamming the door.
Okay.
And I'm still not looking at you.
Wow. And I think I'm shocked from the door slamming, because I got overwhelmed by the door slam. Yeah. I'm thinking, okay. So I'll put down my stuff, and I think that I'm going to make a cup of tea. And I will come with the tea upstairs, and I'll knock on the door. I'll ask you, Noah, would you like some tea?
No. Don't want anything.
Is that okay if I come inside your room?
Yeah.
Okay. May I sit on your bed?
Yeah, go on.
Can I hug you?
Just my feet.
They're so cold, your feet.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me something? What is alive within you?
You know how Berta invited people to her birthday party? Apparently I wasn't invited. I thought I would be, but I wasn't.
That's painful.
Yeah. And I don't want to talk about it.
Are you disappointed?
Yeah, because I thought we were good friends. And I also thought she's inviting all the girls from the class. And apparently all the girls are invited apart from me and Alexandra.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite overwhelming.
Yeah, and I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done wrong.
You think that it's your fault that she didn't invite you?
Why would it not be? I must have done something. Because everybody was talking about it. And I was thinking, yeah, you are invited, but I wasn't. So it must be my fault. I mean, Alexandra, she's a weirdo. But I didn't think I'm a weirdo. And I thought we are friends. So maybe I don't understand what's going on. Maybe I did something.
You think that she didn't invite you to her birthday because you did something?
But I don't know what it is.
Do you think she's angry with you?
I didn't feel that she's angry. She just...
How was it at school? How did she behave to you at school?
She's not really talking to me. She wasn't talking to me today.
Were you talking to her today?
No.
Why not?
Because I realized I'm not invited, so I don't want to talk to her.
Oh, yeah. It's very disappointing. Yeah, and painful as well. I want to give you a hug.
Okay. But what are we going to do about it?
You don't have to do anything about it. It's okay to be with this pain, to be with this disappointment. It's totally okay. And it's not your fault.
Hurts.
Yeah, I understand. It's okay. Let it hurt. Yeah.
I don't want it to hurt.
Yeah. I so understand you.
So what do I do about it?
I don't know. But actually, it's not important what to do about it. It's important that we give this feeling to be. Yeah.
Do you think I should do something about it?
Well, what I see is that, tell me if it's correct. Do you, you're sad and it's painful and you're disappointed because you also want to be a part of this birthday and, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And friendship is also very important for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to be a part of everybody, of this party, of friendship with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel alone?
At the moment I do, yeah.
Yeah. You know you're not alone.
I know. But at school it feels like I'm alone. It felt like that today, not before today.
Yeah, I can so understand.
Yeah.
It's so scary to feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's scary. Because I need to be with people.
Yeah.
I need my friends. I need, it wasn't nice. It really wasn't nice today.
You want to be in a company.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you realize that you're not invited to the birthday, you got shut.
Yeah.
You didn't communicate with everybody.
No.
You isolated yourself.
Yeah, I sat with my book that I pretended to read. Yeah. During break.
Right.
Yeah.
So other friends couldn't talk to you. They saw that you're isolating yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which felt good in a way. I didn't want to talk to them.
Yeah. So it's like you took a time out to basically be with what you feel.
Yeah, but what can I do about it? Because I don't want to go to school tomorrow.
No.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to face it. I don't want to talk to them.
About it.
Yeah.
But about other things, can you talk about?
Not at the moment. No, I don't think so at the moment.
Yeah, it's still in the way.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to face it?
Because I'm scared. And I don't want them to laugh at me, and I don't want to face it. I don't want to face it.
I'm going to do time out.
Yes.
Because what I see is that from a moment, right? Because we do a time out on the exercise.
Yes.
From the moment that Noah, 14-year-old, came to the car and she didn't want to talk about it, we came into a situation where we are in a conversation.
Yes.
And we are revealing more and more things and more stuff. And this conversation can go as much as you would like.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we are on a podcast and we need to look at the time and we need to stop.
Right.
Hannah, I now understand from I pretended to be a 14-year-old, but both of us really got into the moment and we even had tears. because even the best actresses can really feel when it's right. I can now understand how what you do has such a great potential if you know how to do it and you practice doing it. Yeah, obviously you're very professional about it, but we can learn to do what you just did, and listen to the needs of others. Like the 14-year-old girl, she needed not to talk next when you're next to the school. She needed you to drive quietly home, and as a mother, this is what you did. And when she went upstairs and slammed the door, etc., you didn't run upstairs and say, "Stop slamming the door," or "What's going on now?" You did what you told me you're doing. You took the time. You made yourself a cup of tea. You offered her a cup of tea. You asked her, "Is it okay to talk?" And slowly, you approached. I'm guessing that if the 14-year-old would say, "Not now," you would say, "It's okay. We'll talk later." How this is indeed becoming a conversation in which we care, and the empathy and the compassionate that you're talking about has a place. You created the place for that empathy and compassionate, which is what we really want.
Yeah.
We have to stop.
Yes.
I think that was a great example of how it really works. I know I did like a role play and I pretended.
Yeah.
But
and this is what I do also in the training.
Yes.
I do a role play, and also by coaching.
Yes.
I take the spot or the role of the partner.
Yes.
And we are playing.
Yes.
So this
so
is what
important.
we also do.
So important. Because this is what coaching is about. It's about not just discovering what is bothering you, what's wrong, how do you want things to do. It's also about practicing a different way, a more desirable way. If it's like somebody who's doing sport, you cannot do it right the first time.
Absolutely.
You do it again and again and again, and you get better and better and better. And
Absolutely.
I'll tell you more than that. I love the word practice, because we're using it in all sorts of ways. We're using it about people who are very religious. They are practicing their religion. They do it every day, sometimes 3 times a day, 5 times a day. You need to be doing it again and again and again. So I'm so glad that there are people like you that can teach it. And we're going to put all your details on the website, on the link to this podcast, so people know how to reach you. I know you've got trainings coming soon. You actually have lots of things on your beautiful website that people can reach you, both for coaching and the different trainings that you're giving. And I am sure that you and everyone who is using the methods that you now know how to use is making a huge difference in this world. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time and for everything, and for becoming that person who does that to others rather than just being behind a computer. So now we get to the point, and we're going to do it super quickly. It's called 2+1. I'm asking you 2 questions, and then you return the question to me. We're going to be doing it super quick.
Okay.
How long have you been living in the Netherlands, and why did you even arrive here?
15 years, and I arrived for love.
So you're married to a Dutch person?
Yeah, after 5 years, I got divorced from that Dutch person.
Okay.
And 3 months later, I got a relationship with a guy that I wanted a relationship with. And with him, I married for the past 10 years, and we have 2 children.
Oh, amazing. My next question is, if you could train somebody for NVC, anybody, known, unknown, who would that be? Who would you take by the hand and say, you need this, I'm going to help you?
Wow, that's a very difficult question.
Okay, I'll ask a different question then.
Yeah.
What group of people, let's say that somebody is inviting you to give training someplace, who would be your ideal
Right,
group?
I will tell you. The people that have opinions anti-Semitic or opinions, or not anti-Semitic, but against
another
another race or another group, right?
Wow.
Based on things that they hear, instead of listening to actually what is connected within them. Yeah, I would love to train those people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So important and so needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your turn to ask me, out of your head, a question, something you want to know about me.
You mentioned you have a daughter, right? She's 18 years old.
Yes.
And with a mental handicap. Can I say that in that
it's
way?
Not exactly like that, but
how do you say that?
She's different.
She's different.
Yes.
Of understanding of her 8-year-old, something like that.
We need to be careful about that. But
Okay.
yeah, she's 18, but her mental capacity is lower for different reasons I will not get.
Thank you
It's a medical.
Thank you for correcting me. How do you deal with being a mother of with this situation, and also having your own company?
Wow. One of the reasons that I wanted to be self-employed is that I wanted to be a very present mother. So I didn't want to work 9 to 5 or like I was teaching before I became a counselor, then a coach. I was teaching in schools, I was teaching in universities, a very rigid timetable. You cannot go backwards and forwards. I wanted to be there, especially for her. So that was the perfect time after 17 years to stop teaching in universities and high school and schools, and to open my own company. And I very much like you. I asked myself, what would you like doing that's not teaching? What is your call? And that was my call. So I built my company around being a mother. It was very, very important for me. And it is like that until today. She really needs us. She really needs our presence. We need to be on call all the time, even if she's at work. There are things she cannot do by herself. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I love it.
Thank you. I have another question. The second one, right?
Very, very quickly.
Why do you live in the Netherlands?
We came here for work, my husband's work.
Okay.
Yes, but it was such a good decision for us and such a big change from where we lived before. Okay. So for us, wow, yeah, we absolutely love it here. Yes. Okay, let's say goodbye to our listeners. Thank you so much. And hopefully you loved that episode. You're going to share it with others. I think the messages that Hanna, you brought today are universal and super important. We could heal the world one person at a time, and we should do that. So thank you so much for doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much, Noah, for this opportunity. I enjoyed it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.